This is Matt Bowe with Matthew Bowe Design Build, and we're back at our Net Zero house in Leesburg, Virginia. Today, in a few minutes, we're going to be focusing on something that probably gets very little attention and not enough, and that's going to be on the gutter system. So, really important to manage water, to collect it and channel it away from your home. And oftentimes not enough attention is given to this subject. I always ask, is there a better way to do it? And with gutters, we found what we think is a better solution. So in a moment, we're going to be meeting with Jan Tomberg from Nordic Steel Gutter. And Jan's going to tell us about his gutter product and what makes it unique and what we think is a great gutter system for managing water and directing it away from your home. So welcome, we're here now with Jan Tomberg of Nordic Steel Gutters, and as I mentioned in the opener, we always ask, is there a better way? So most people do not focus on gutters and downspouts, it's just kind of a given, we'll put up a typical K gutter, but there really is a better way, and Jan's going to talk to us about it right now in his product. Jan?
Thank you, Matt. And you'll notice by my accent that I'm Swedish descent, and this is also where the system was developed about 65 years ago. And you have a lot of, it's a strong system, it's 23 gauge with coat system on both sides, that it's a hybrid polyester, it's actually a green coat. And the green coat system is unique in its sense that we exchange the petrochemicals in the paint system for rapeseed oil. And also added some acrylic microbeads, so it's very slick, it's like a shark skin, it's super green, eco-friendly, and it doesn't get dirty at all.
Jan, you told me about the warranty on the paint finish on this product, so what is that?
Yeah, Matt, it's, we give a 20-year non-prorated warranty that is transferable. That's for the integrity of the system and for the paint finish.
And one of the things that impressed me, because especially with half rounds, they tend to collect heavy snow loads and tear off the house all the time. And when you introduced the system to me, the brackets, why don't you show us one of the brackets here?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Matt. And this is your typical bracket, and as you can see, it's quite sturdy. This is an inch wide by a quarter of an inch thick steel. And when we test it, we actually load it up with over 175 pounds at the nose, and it hardly deflects at all. Two of these hangers up on the fascia, it's more a matter of if the fascia is strong enough and the fasteners are, but you can start doing pull-ups. So if this system comes down, I think the roof's coming down as well.
Okay, that's great, because we see that all the time in ice storms as gutters pulling off the house. And I can tell you, having examined this one, these gutters are not coming down. The other thing is, so we're on a heavily wooded lot here, and we'd originally talked about conventional gutters with gutter guard on them, but when I decided to go with this gutter system, you know, with the really wide half round and the big drops, which we'll talk about, the whole idea is that this thing cleans itself out. So what happens when twigs and leaves get into your system and want to wash down your downspout?
Well, it's one thing at the bottom of the downspout, you can have a leaf chute, and this is actually quite ingenious. Everything that comes down is being deflected out by a small grid in this leaf chute. The water goes straight down in your underground pipe.
Yep.
And the leaves and anything else that you have coming down out of the system will be kicked out by the grid in the leaf chute.
Right.
And it works perfectly.
Excellent. Great. So it's almost self-cleaning. And then another clog point is always at the drop into the downspout. So why don't you talk about those two features?
Yes, and as you're absolutely right, Matt. And normally you have a drop-in outlet that you put into your gutter system, and then you caulk it up and you put screws through it and you rivet it, and that will have the effect of creating a small dam, right? Where you have that chute going out. In the Nordic system, you have an external outlet, and it looks like this. And as you can see, it's quite big. It's 8.5 inches across, and the hole in the gutter that you make, well, you can see my face behind it, it's roughly 7 by 5. So looking at this hole in the gutter, which I can, you know, put my arm through, and small alligators if I would like to do that, nothing's going to stop here. Everything shoots out, and if it's pine cones or pine needles or leaves or twigs, most of that's going to come out of this system anyway. And of course, the low friction of the system also helps.
Right, that's the paint finish you talked about.
That's the paint finish, and that you have a half-round system where all the water collects to the bottom. So if you have a good rainstorm, it's going to wash out the system completely.
So Jan, thanks for all that information. I appreciate you coming out. I know tomorrow morning you're going to be here doing a clinic for the install crew because this is the first time they're working with the system. I know you're confident that it's going to be very easy for them, but when it's new, people need a little bit of guidance, and so we appreciate you coming out.
I appreciate you having me here, Matt.
Tell us where Nordic Gutters can be found. Where do you distribute your product?
Well, we're based out of Virginia Beach, actually, in Virginia. So we tend to focus on the East Coast, anyway from up here where you are, and a little bit further up, I guess, and down through the Carolinas. Primarily our markets, and in through Kentucky and Tennessee and so on. But we have customers all the way over to Chicago, and we actually sold a little bit over to Hawaii as well. You know, you wouldn't believe it, but they want our hangers. What can I say?
Really good.
It's windy. And if you would like to find some more information, you can go out on www.nordicsteelgutters.com. That's the company, Nordic Steel Gutters. And there's info, email, and contact if you would like any information. So it's not hard to find.
Excellent. Appreciate you coming out, Jan.
Thanks so much, Matt.
So tomorrow, after we get these installed, we'll do some filming of what the total install product looks like. I think you're going to really like it. We're excited about it. Again, it's just another opportunity for us to say, can it be done better than the way it's always been done? And we do think this is a better way. We think our client's going to derive a real benefit from it, and it's extremely important to be able to manage bulk water, to collect it and to direct it away from your house. Water is the enemy of all homes, and so the better that we can manage it, the longer life a home is going to have. This is Matt Bowe with Matthew Bowe Design Build. Stay tuned. We have some more installments coming up on our Net Zero home here in Leesburg, where we'll be talking about the geothermal system, the D superheater that we have on that to supplement hot water needs, a hybrid electric heat water heater, and other really cool features in this home. So stay tuned also for the finished photo gallery. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.